Hey, but you're back. And, I was messing with Madagascar 2 Madagascar 2 PS2 European version graphic bug. What's both, you can do this glitch in both versions. And, I don't know, I like messing with both. I don't know what version is more glitchy. I think the European version is, because it's more it spazzes out more. But I like to do it with both. They're both got their own. This version is way easier to wear the different skins. Like, yeah, we got, Alex to become Melman. The only one we haven't I don't think I've showed you guys this one. No, I don't think I've showed you this one. I don't remember. I've showed you ever ones. What's cool about this is I don't even need to do this. I could use emulator. I can use the new PS2 emulator and actually just change the text, just texture swap. But this glitch allows you to do that. With the Europe, the European one's actually better because you actually get to see skins of characters more often in the wrong spot. It does it on the US too, but US version doesn't do it as much as easily. Where's the eyes? Where are the eyes? I know. Where's Melman's eyes, bro? I can't tell. Where are the eyes? Are the eyes where they should be? Are those the actual eyes where they I don't know. If that's the eye texture. I can't tell where the eyes are. Like, it's so... Yeah, what you guys do is you skip, when it says Madagascar 2, escape to Africa 2008, you have to remove the CD from the console open your disc tray, or on the emulator, you click no disc. Now you have to use the older emulator actually, because this actually will crash more with the newer build. The graphic effects are worse with the older build. The graphic bug, this is the game doing this, by the way. This is the game. But the newer emulator, the older emulator has more fun with this glitch, okay? Yeah, it does actually have more fun with this. I've learned by experimenting, yeah. It is the emulator amplifying it. Also, some PS2 thin models also have extra effects, but because as a kid, I had my old US copy as a kid was more buggy, my older PS2. But when it broke, I have not been able to cause certain things ever again. So yeah, so some PS2s do it too, but I don't know what model it is. But the older PS2 emulators, you can get the extra effects. So if you can't do it on your console with extra effects, use the emulator. Now, yeah, it says Madagascar skip to Africa 2008. You close the emulator X, and then you go to your emulator set, and you look for ISO, and you just you remove it. Like, I've already talked about this, but you know what? In case you want to try this, yeah, you click no disc. Then it will go past 2008 and go right to the start screen. Then you put your ISO back in and then play, and bam, this will happen. Now you will have to use save states. Always use your save states. Save states are your friend with this glitch, because the game will crash a lot. So that's why you need to use save states. People are probably wondering, like, why is he getting no? This is not like I have to constantly have a save state handy. I can't just. People are probably wondering, like, how the hell is he getting this game to play this long? No, I'm not. The game crashes like a lot with this glitch. That's why I prefer ever games with graphic bugs, like Sonic Adventure Dreamcast, and that game is a bugger though for glitching, because there's a lot of cool shit in Sonic Adventure Battle. Before I end this video, I'm gonna pull up something and show you some footage on the internet. But you know that game if you played it. Oh, by the way, guys, I did try removing the disc from the Dreamcast while it was running. Yeah, it just freezes. You can't. Yeah, it's not like, you can't remove it while it's loading and then wait and then put it back in. No, it straight up crashes the entire loading screen. The only way to do it is disc being dirty, or scratched, or using a defective copy if it randomly malfunctions. I do happen to own a defective copy of Sonic Adventure, if you didn't know. I do own one of the bad ones. I actually do own one of the defective copies that were printed, and I think a lot of those footages are online are than people using those discs. But without this is pretty cool. I love seeing the skin texture thing. Like that's the best, dude. I just because what's happening is it's whatever's on the screen. Yes, a lot of times it displays it incorrectly, and you get like pixels, and you get like not even the actual pictures of ever textures. Because what's happening is the textures are being displayed wrong. So sometimes, most times, you get not the texture, you just get a bunch of pixels and colors and squares. But sometimes it will appear the correct texture just in the wrong place. Yeah, and then when you, I want to get the character. These textures of characters can also appear on grounds or walls or things, but I would love to see that happen. I really hope at some point we get the totem. Well, if we keep standing in this one area, I'm sure at some point it will happen. I don't know why it wouldn't. I'm sure at some point we'll see Alex on the walls here. I really want to see that happen, bro. That would make me laugh like hell. Like those textures. But then again, I can force this to happen. I can use the new PS2 lately emulator and just follow textures in different spots myself. If I really want to see it. Yeah, I can do it myself. But yeah, this is not a mod. I'm using and you'll see in a second once I go to the totem pole, but whatever's on screen. So if you keep going to this totem pole in the US version, before I back up, I gotta back up here. Before I mention the European version, if you try this in the US version, it won't keep flickering and changing. You have to walk all the way over here and walk all the way back and then switch again. It will either crash or change the effects. In the European version, all you have to do is walk to the totem pole and you'll get a change. Walk over here, walk back, you'll get a change, and then sometimes you won't, but yeah, or the glitch turns off. And what could happen is, since you're near the totem pole, if you keep going like this and this, back and forth, the game remembers these characters, because you have Alex, Gloria, Melman, Marty, and Motomoto's over there. But if you keep going near this area, it knows these characters are in this area, so these textures are constantly being called. So what's happening is when you keep calling these textures, it will eventually make these textures appear, but incorrectly. So you get it on the wrong character. That's what will happen. And this is only in the European version. In the US version, the totem pole doesn't change as easily. You have to walk along the whole down level. So basically it's not going to happen. Yeah, in the European version, for whatever reason, this glitch is way more buggy. Like, it's way more like, it just flickers and changes. The only catch is, okay, what is it? What in the hell? The tongue is like right on his side of his head. Okay, so that's what that happened here. So, and you can play around with this, but you can't run along the whole level like this because it will change the effect. But you can run around here a little bit and see it. But once you go far enough away, it will change again. But this is just a cool little skin change. You can change the skins. Yeah, it's so cool. I love the European. I think the European version is better. Yeah, I like messing this one way more. See, okay, it's still got that seed, but we can like go over here, and there you go. See, I'm not modding it; it's just doing it on its own. It's just the glitches. It's not always the characters, but like I said, it's so easy in here. What the frick? S-O... Oh, okay, it's blood red ground and blue and black letters. Whoa. Whoa, okay, back up. Game, look at the water, bro. Whoa, I see, yeah, this version's so buggy, bro. It is so undeniably buggy. Because if you use the US version, you don't get all this stuff happening. Like every second you move. No. The only catch with the European version is you can't jump between multiple levels. The glitch will turn off after a bit. Yeah, you can't go between multiple... If you want to go to the penguin level, you can walk over there and then it will probably do something. But I'm saying you can't keep playing the game. You can't play the whole game like this. The glitch will eventually turn off. Or, yeah, it will eventually fix itself. The glitch doesn't stay on. I don't know why, because this is weird. You can see how buggy this version is. You think it would stay on longer, but no, that's the problem with this version. It is more unstable, but it turns off the glitch easier, which you're gonna find if you try this glitch. But as you can see though, these effects are way more fun. Yeah, I prefer this version. But playing them back to back, no, I prefer this one. I always prefer playing the European one. It's way more funny, bro. Like it's like they made something where the glitch even got worse. But the only catch is it does disable itself, so it's kind of in the middle. It's more buggy, yeah, but it disables itself easier, which you find if you try to glitch yourself. It will do that. So you just keep going to there, and then you float those characters on the screen, and if it wants to display correct textures, but incorrectly, you'll get it. And it might be fixed at that's what, okay, it froze. We have save states though. So I'm gonna just reload it. Back to Melman Alex. I want to get Marty Alex. We haven't got that. Yeah, we haven't got that yet. There's one thing I haven't seen yet. We haven't got Marty Alex to appear yet. That's one of the things we haven't seen. We've seen a lot of the Everswap skin. No, you can get them to wear. No, you really can get any character here to be another character. It's awesome. You can play as Alex, the hip Alex Motomoto, because Motomoto is just over there. Well, actually, I think you have to keep going there where he is probably to cause that. I don't know if but you can get Motomoto to be Alex. You can get Alex to be Marty. You can get Marty to be Alex. You can get Melman to be Gloria. Gloria to be Marty. Yeah, just mix match. Yeah, it's actually hilarious. You can get King Julian is over there, so sometimes I got that to happen too. Yeah, I messed with this glitch quite a bit. I think the European one's hilarious, dude. It's actually hilarious. Like when it does the skin changing thing. The total pull glitch is really fun in the European version because it has this exclusive tech effect. Where this area, it's more easier to cause this skin thing. The texture skins. If you haven't seen Melman, Gloria Alex is cursed. Oh my, don't even start on that. Like, that thing is cursed. Like, Alex's head texture is literally, the head is right here. It's not, yeah. And Motomoto, the flippin' head texture for Alex is the damn butt cheeks. Yeah, his head texture is right where her ass is supposed to be. Like, the ass texture right here, that part, it really puts it right there. So you got two heads right. Yeah, it's on my channel. I literally have a video on it, like way back in 2023 or whatever. I don't know. 24? Yeah, 24, I think. It did that shit. I think. No, yeah, I don't remember. A couple years ago. It's just hilarious. Is this invisible? Oh yeah, it's invisible. Okay, that's the end of the video technically, but let's just see if I can get one more thing to happen. Probably won't. Okay, for a split second, nothing was there. For a split second, then it all came back. The tree's messed up. I don't know how to. It's kind of stubborn. I just wish I could do the character. No, it will work. It is way easier on here than you're almost never gonna see that happen because you can't walk back and forth like this. It will not keep changing. You have to go around the whole damn level pretty much to get a single change. Like, see, you're always gonna get colors and stuff, which is I love that too. But you will sometimes get textures in the wrong. Well, this is probably a texture. This is probably textures. It's just not showing them right. It's all blocked. I'm sure it's an actual texture. That's why I like Sonic Adventure glitches, because they actually display the textures all the time. If you've seen Dreamcast Oddities, that game will always give you textures, but just in the wrong place. Actually, I think sometimes it will be just no. It can do colors, I think too, but most times it's textures. I just wish those glitches were easy to cause in Sonic. They're so flippin' hard to do. Your disc has to freeze a certain specific way when it reads a disc, and it will make the level load up like like choke, and you have like a glitchy hell level where you have like words from to call over the ground or something, or like one of the characters will be wearing like metal from the aid carrier or something. Just a mess of things will happen. It's so hard to cause this stuff, dude. It's annoying. No, I'm not emulating it. No, forget it. You can't do that. You have to use the discs to do that stuff. The only glitch you can do is bleeping Big the Cat glitch, which is like, I've seen it so many times. Like, it's not the best glitch in the game, dude. Yeah, it is cool seeing Big the Cat wear Amy's textures. It is a cool glitch. I'm glad you can... It's the most consistent graphic bug you can do in the game. So if you really want to do a graphic bug in Sonic Adventure, that's one of the most consistent ones you can cause. The other easiest one is the one where you make the game rainbow. But you do have to mod the Dreamcast to forcibly swap discs, which is may or may not good for it. It's debatable. Like, you can do it though. Make Station Square Vaporwave Station Square. No, not Station Square. Levels you go to. You can't mess up Station Square. I don't know what people are. I've never seen that. Actually, yes, I have seen that before. Did it once on my console, like by itself. Yeah, it actually did happen. Station Square can do it on console too. Turn rainbow. It did happen on the console once. Yeah, it actually did. Oh, maybe my disc was dirty or something. So that's what triggered. I don't know. Using a dirty disc in Sonic and putting it in a Dreamcast with Sonic Adventure, or sometimes the game will do some weird things, mainly using defective copies of the game. Yeah, well, they don't boot up. Actually, they do, but they're hard to boot up. Yeah, you have to swap between two different games to get them to run, or keep turning the console on and off on certain Dreamcast models. I've already talked about how to play them. It's on my channel. I know how to play them. I made a video on it back in 2000 and I don't know, 22 or something. I got 41 likes on it. Yeah, apparently I helped a lot of people with it, so I'm glad to help people out. I'm glad people appreciate that video, because I was just trying to help people, so I'm glad people actually appreciate that, because, yeah, not everyone knows how to boot those discs, so I'm sure other people have learned how to do it before I made a video, learn a way of doing it, but I made a video on it, so anybody can know how to play them now, because you do want to play them, because they are glitchy as hell. So, okay, it won't always work, but... Oh, right, because this is the same seed we're getting. Okay. Man, that's frustrating. But when you get it to work, it's hilarious. Like, European version is just awesome, dude. So if I open up this, let's look this up. Sonic Adventure Dreamcast texture glitch. Images. Yeah, we know familiar big. Yeah, this is the stuff I'm talking about. This shit. This is due to the disc being dirty or scratched. I've actually seen this stuff myself on my console before. I have been able to trigger some of this stuff due to my old Dreamcast screeching, or my defective copy. But I wonder if defective copies of stuff's more easier to do because the discs are like really bad. Like, I wonder what would happen if you tried doing this. If you tried smudging a defective copy and then plopping it in and then getting it. Because I wonder, those discs are already made incorrectly. I wonder what would happen if you tried doing it with those ones. I'm sure it'd be easier to cause things. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. If you watch the video into this, and you see, if you know what texture this is supposed to be from, do you know what? Yeah, I'll leave a comment down below if you know what hell this is supposed to be. What he's wearing right now. It's something metal. No, is that tail? Is that like no the green? I don't get the green part. I would say it's Froggy, but Froggy's not white. Like, also, like, what the hell is this? That looks like that's a foot, but it's like a mixture of textures. I don't know what this is. I don't know. Yeah, not only beat the cat glitch mishap, you can do this you can cause the actual texture glitches just by the disc being dirty. Yeah, you like texture glitches like I do. If you like texture glitches like I do, I love the. Yeah, if your disc's slightly dirty, you can sometimes make this stuff happen, but keep in mind, it's going to mainly just cause crashes with the game. But if the level freezes for a couple seconds while it loads up, and the game doesn't actually flip and crash, if it actually manages not to freeze, and you actually lump the level up, you either get sound effects wrong or this shit. You get this shit will happen. Really weird stuff like this will end up happening. It's hilarious. I want to glitch this game more because this is stuff you can do with it. And yeah, this is another one. This is due to the disc being dirty, by the way. This, or defective, or... This shit actually legitimately can happen to the game. And I've seen some of this stuff. Yeah, it can do this stuff. He's got text of... This text box, some of this text that appears in this cutscene is being weird on him. Yeah, this shit can actually happen in this game. It's like Madagascar 2. Well, a way better glitch. This game is way more funny with the text because it gives you actual texture displacements like all the time. It's not just the colors. You actually get a lot of textures in the wrong place. Like the BFB random. This actually acts like that, but like this stuff is a bugger to do because it almost never wants to happen. I don't know how to cause it. Like I got a friend that's familiar. I wish there was consistently of causing this stuff because this stuff's absolutely hilarious when it actually happens. But you don't see it very often. If you've seen this glitch yourself, leave a comment if you triggered this shit before. Because I have. On my console. I have been able to do this, but it's hard. Madagascar 2 is the funniest thing I found is, yeah, the European version is the best version because you can actually mix the totem pole. It has an exclusive totem pole glitch alongside the graphic bug. When you do the graphic bug by skipping the copyright screen, you can go to the totem pole and keep walking back and forth, back and forth. Yes, you will get crashes, so you have a save state always handy, so you can keep reloading it, and you can keep going to the totem pole, and eventually it's going to pull characters because those characters are constantly on screen. So you can see Marty as Alex or stuff like that. It just weird shit. It will just mix up the skins, and you can play as a different character with other animal textures. Yeah, that's not creepy or weird at all. And the best one, the gold one, is one of them. I can find this footage thing. If I can find the gold footage of this. Someone effed up the Child Garden really bad, so wait, what that's not Sonic Adventure. I only care about Sonic Adventure texture glitches, and that's all I'm focusing on. I'm not focusing on anything else. I don't think you can do it with anything else, really. Sonic 6 doesn't even do shit like that, though. Like, do those kind of texture things, I don't think. I don't know. Something's missing here. I was recently looking up Sonic Adventure defective discs, some information about them, and apparently, if you ever had defective copy, and leave it in the comments down below if you've actually played them. I actually have one. There's a few things that the main problems those discs do. Yes, we literally went from Madagascar 2 to this. Yeah, I gotta talk about this. So, but one of the three or four things defective copies of Sonic Adventure do is the disc won't boot up. It refuses to boot, but no, they are playable, but they're just very stubborn to get them up and running. But once you get them up and running, you can play them, and you'll find that they're fully playable until your disc starts to rot, which mine has. So your level Windy Valley is cooked. You can't go to Windy Valley anymore. I can't go there on my defective copy. Unless the game hopefully still plays today. I've not played it in a couple of years, but because I only have one copy of it. I really only have one defective copy of this game, so I don't play it very often. Because but I really, I really should keep playing it though, because disc lock can happen on its own. Disc lock's an actual thing. I thought it was a bunch of BS. No, it's a thing. It actually is. It does rot your games away. And you have to accept the fact that you're going to lose your favorite things. It's so damn annoying. But, I can't find this, dude. I don't know where the footage is. I saw it, dude. I don't know where, maybe I'm missing it. The things that Sonic Adventure discs do is the first thing they do is that they don't boot up for you very easily. The second option they do is once you get the game up and running, the game will play for you, but occasionally it will glitch, causing sound effects to be incorrect. And I mean, all copies of Sonic Adventure on Dreamcast actually do that. You can mess up the sounds and textures without defective copies. You can do that stuff. It's just a little bit harder. And it's not like... I mean, you can do it, though. You luckily don't need defective copies to cause issues. You can still use good copies and cause those things if you disk dirty or something. But I think defective copies it's easier. I think it is easier. I'm gonna test it at some point because on its own, it will glitch on its own because the discs are so faulty that they actually do glitch on their own. Sometimes you just play it and it will just glitch up like hell. I've put YouTube videos on it with Amy having static issues. Back when people watched my Sonic, back when I did more Sonic content, but since I've done Sonic content in like 2 years, those people have probably left my channel. It's like, I hate that about YouTube though. I'm not just a modder. I mod BFBB movie game. I love doing it, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I love modding. But I don't just mod. I also do. I like video game glitches, and I also like I don't know, mainly glitches and modding. My channel isn't just glitches. It's not just modding. It's a couple things. It's glitches, modding, and I always said I'm bringing Let's Plays to my channel, but though you're gonna see them here and there. They're not gonna be very often because I don't like putting frozen videos of one game. It's just too tiring for me. I don't see how people like doing that. I can't do that, dude. It gets tiring, dude. Making the same video, like trying to play 40 videos of a game. It's like, no, I'm not really into that. Occasionally I'll do it. I can't find this thing, bro. What the hell? I can't... It's not up here. I don't know what happened to it. It's not there anymore. That's not... I think that's the DX PC version being stupid. Or the Dreamcast version can do that. I mean, I don't know. Okay. Sonic Adventure Chow Garden texture glitch. Is there a video on this? I don't know. I don't think it's gonna show it. What the hell? Whoa! What the hell happened here? Whoa! Okay. That must be is that a mod or is that a okay, that's like trippy mode. Look at the ground there. Holy shit, dude. It's mainly in Adventure 1 though does this nice stuff. That's too bad it's not on here. Here it is, yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is the thing I'm talking about. This website here talks about something, lasers and shit. I read about it, but yeah, that's what happened to one person that played the Dreamcast version. Like, this is what actually happened to someone that played the game. Now, he does say in this forum, I did read it a couple days ago, it does say somewhere about, the game actually, his disc doesn't boot up properly, like, it sees it as a music CD. Doesn't that sound familiar? That's what Sonic Adventure defective copies actually do. So is he playing a defective copy of the game? Defective copies are very sensitive. I do own one of them, so I do know what they do is they tend to glitch easier if your disc's even slightly dirty. Your game will glitch, like it will see that smudge and it will just lose it because the discs they're very low quality. So I have known that before with this game, yeah. So I will have to test this at some point when I use my defective copy. I'm not going to smudge it when I first test it. I'll just play it normally and see if it does stuff. Because you can do this stuff on its own. Not this... I've got... My game does do this stuff, but it's mostly sound effects getting scrambled. I got one time Station Square to have blocks on the wall. A bunch of colored blocks appeared on Station Square. Okay, I'll explain this. The opening cutscene for Sonic, okay? The opening cutscene when he runs in the buildings and go, yeah, this is happening. Yeah, that cutscene. Well, when he jumped in one of the buildings... Before he looks down at Station Square, the right side of the screen had a bunch of blocks, like red, yellow, and white blocks. Just part of the picture was straight up just missing, with just a bunch of blocks. Then he jumps down and follows the cop cars. Then the next screen goes to a black screen and it freezes. And then we kept doing it until it disc out and actually cleaned it. But if you smudge good copies of Sonic Adventure or this Theory, they will bug out too, but they're not as easily. They don't freak out as easily because they're good quality, but I would love to cause this myself. This is cool. Like, what the hell, dude? It's like, I think this is to cause text. I think this is things that it's something like the text or something you would see, or like maybe the alphabet when you name your child. I don't know. What is this supposed to be? I started to cause text, teaching you how to use a child garden just everywhere. I don't know, but part of the text, because there's even this text. Yeah, there's a few things here. Yeah, it literally glitched like so. Yeah, here's the other one. Yeah. Holy shit, dude. These are some of the things you could do with this game, dude, on Dreamcast. Both the Dreamcast and DX version have their own problems. Like both of them are buggy in their own way. But the glitches in this in Sonic Adventure are hilarious. They don't break the game. They're not terrible. They're not stuff that make people go like, ah. They don't affect the game. I mean, it's due to the discs being kind of faulty, and they just kind of glitch sometimes, especially defective copies, or if your disc's kind of dirty or Dreamcast is a bit. But yeah, it actually managed to get this to happen. The whole Station Square Hotel Chow Garden has got this win on everything. That's actually hilarious, dude. Like, holy shit. I really want to cause this, dude. I want to see this myself in my game, dude. I wonder if you can make the disc slightly dirty and then go in the Chow Garden, and then, I mean, obviously, the disc being dirty is going to be hard to replicate that, because obviously it's going to be in a certain spot for this to happen, and it has to freeze a certain way for it to probably do this kind of stuff. Unless somebody actually knows how to cause graphic bugs. If you play this game and you know how to cause these glitches, if you can do this stuff without the disc being dirty, if there's actually another way to cause it, let me know in the comments if you know how to manipulate this game. Like, if there's ever ways to trigger this stuff other than just it reading incorrectly. Can this stuff just straight up happen in another way? I don't think so. I think the disc has to read incorrectly. But yeah, this is one of those games that this isn't the funniest thing I've played when it comes to the graphic bugs. This takes Madagascar 2, Sly Collection, Sly 1 graphic bugs to a whole new level. Like, this is the best game for graphic bugs, I swear. It even has audio bugs. Yeah, my defective copy also broke I went to Emerald Coast to Sonic, and I haven't made a video on this, and I'm actually really sad about that, because it might never happen again. It might never happen again. But if it ever happens again, I'll make a video on it. But if you've seen this glitch, let me know if you had this in Sonic Adventure Dreamcast before. What happened one time? I went to Emerald Coast to Sonic. And it was his new game, so a new story for him to start a new game, and it started his story. I didn't go there to play level again. No, I went there just because it was part of the storyline. I had to rescue Tails. Well, what happened? I went to Emerald Coast, and the level loaded kind of froze. So the Dreamcast kind of goes like, like that when it reads, but it kind of went like. And then it kept, so it kind of froze for a couple seconds, only 5 or 6 seconds. That's it. And then it kept reading, and then it went nuts. All the sound effects were Tails, or like Chow crying and shit. It was a bunch of random things from different things from the game. I think it was like Tails and Chow, like their clips, or a bunch of Tails clips, like oof, yay. Like all the things you would say, like when you drive the bumper cars in Twinkle Circuit. Yeah, just a lot of the stuff you would hear him do, like, oof, yay, and stuff. Yeah, it was a mess, bro. And I mean everything. Sonic's jump, his spin dash, the pause menu did it, collecting animals from the caps, from the when animals fall down, you collect them for the Chow Garden. It's something, they're supposed to go, whatever sound they make. Yeah, it was just Tails making one of the Tails' voice clips. Even the whale did it. The orca whale even did it. Everything was a voice clip of Tails, or I guess a Chow or something. It was a mess, bro. And once I finished the level, I went back in there and it didn't do it again. Yeah, I actually went back in there and it didn't happen again. It straight up didn't happen a second time. I went back in the level, it was back to normal. So I'm gonna guess that my defective copy. When I do play it again, what I could try doing is opening Emerald Coast just over and over and over again, and it might eventually do that stuff on its own. I'm not really sure, because I don't know. Those copies are really cool, bro. They don't boot up for people, but you can play them, and yeah, they're cool. They're funny, bro. They have some glitches. They can glitch randomly at times, especially if your disc starts to have disc rot. Because my disc does have some issues, and it reflects through. Even where there's no pinholes, you can see through the disc anyway. But if you hold it to a light, you can see like the artwork reflecting backwards. The discs are thin or something. They're terrible, bro. Yeah, you can look right through it pretty much. Like if you look at a light, you can see like right through the thing. Not normally. You have to hold it to a light, and then you can see Sonic Adventure, Sega Hotline, all the stuff you would see on the disc, like reflecting backwards through the CD. It's like you can easily see through it. It's thin. They're defective discs, bro. Yeah, I want to just talk about this a little bit. So yeah, that's Madagascar 2, Melman Alex, and yeah, that's a glitch you can do. And I will play my defective copy again, and hopefully at some point I can get more things to happen. And I will record it. I'll just make a video on my TV and record it, because I'm just kind of mad, bro. I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of pissed because there's a really cool glitch I got to happen in Sonic Adventure with Tails and Emerald Coast. Well, Sonic. But it played all Tails sounds everywhere. If you had that when you played it, tell me if you've seen that glitch in the game. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one that's seen that glitch. I'm sure maybe it could even happen in good copies. Maybe you don't need a defective copy for that to happen. I'm pretty sure you do. And it sucks because I only have one of those discs, by the way. So, like, if it stops working at some point, I won't be able to do that stuff anymore. Yeah, but they're cool discs, yeah. They're bad. Holy shit, dude. Like, holy crap. And apparently those puzzles that made those discs, actually, it was multiple discs. It wasn't just Sonic Adventure. It also affected Blue Stinger. Never played it, by the way. Never played that game. I heard of it. Some boat pirate game. I don't know what it is. I never played it. It affected Dreamcast Windows boot discs. It affected Ready to Rumble boxing, and those games actually had audio issues, so and stuff like that. Yeah, so Sonic Adventure's defective disc. If you have it in your house, you can play it. Yeah, fun fact for today, if you didn't know it, you can. If you own one of those discs, you can actually play them. Just you have to boot. You boot one disc. You go to your music menu in your Dreamcast. You go to your music menu, and you have to do the straw mod, or you have to mod your Dreamcast so the lid can be open, or take your lid off. But I don't recommend doing that. I don't recommend that. Good, thank you. So I use the straw mod, and so I can have the lid open, and then I can swap the discs. So what you do is you go to your music menu, have the lid open, or do the straw mod to make your disc spin with the lid open. And what you do is you go to the music menu, and you put in a Crazy Taxi or any other Dreamcast game you own, like SA2, Sonic Adventure 2, just any other Dreamcast game you own. It has to be a full game, not a demo disc. It doesn't work with demo discs. I don't think it does. Use a full retail game. Yeah, use a full retail game in your console region, obviously. And what you do is go to the music menu, then put the disc in with the lid open. The lid has to be open. Go to the music menu with no disc in your Dreamcast. Go to the music menu, then you pop in your game you want to boot up your other game with, defective copy, Sonic Adventure. And then you move the straw with the lid open so that the disc starts to spin. Then you wait an hour for the disc to stop spinning, or you can just take it out. But I recommend just waiting for it to stop, because it will stop after an hour, and then you can take the disc out, or just take it out. Then you put in your defective copy. Because what happens is it's already booted up the other disc in the background. So then you can play your defective disc. You boot one game, then you can play your other copy. And once you get the game up and running, you can play it, and sometimes it will glitch up like hell. Yeah, you can do some cool things with that game, bro. So it's on my channel. I made videos on it. A whopping one video on it. Two, actually. But my copy's starting to age. Now you can't go to Windy Valley because there's disc rot. The disc's starting to deteriorate now, so it's only a matter of time until it stops working, because it was defective at one point. Okay. Also, so there's texture issues to discs, the booting issues. On the forums, I read an interesting thread today. I was looking up something about those discs. Yeah, everything those discs tend to do is malfunction randomly when playing. Like I said, it will freeze and texture glitches will happen, and static and just random audio problems. That will happen. The other issues that those defective discs can do occasionally is you can actually load up a level with missing assets from the level. Yeah. That's pretty messed up. I haven't seen that yet, but then again, I don't play this because it doesn't glitch every time you play it. That's what makes that game those discs very interesting when you play them because they're not made properly. So what happens is your Dreamcast laser has a hard time reading them, but it can read them. But occasionally it will bug out. It will misread the disc because they're not made properly. So it will misread the disc, and it will cause the level to load up incorrectly and cause little oddities to happen or big oddities to happen, depending on what it wants to do. So yeah, people have reported missing assets from the levels. So apparently springs and enemies are things that are not there. I haven't seen that. Well, actually, yeah, I have. One time I went to Station Square and I finished Twinkle Park as Amy, and when she left Twinkle Park, they spawned in that little room with the Twinkle Park entrance. Welcome to Twinkle Park. Yeah, that place. So those three doors. One to go back to Twinkle Park, one to go to Twinkle Circuit, and one to go back to Station Square. Those little doors you can leave. Well, what happened in my game one time? That disc, apparently it froze for a second while loading, or something went wrong with the loading screen. Didn't freeze that long, by the way. But the level, it went back to the Twinkle Park, but the doors were missing. They were all missing. So there was just a hole. Once you play the thing, okay, well, you can still leave the area, right? Nope. I couldn't leave. Amy couldn't go anywhere. She was stuck in Twinkle Park entrance. Like because all the doors were missing, so you couldn't leave, and the triggers to leave were missing too. So yes, so they are right. Yeah, levels can load up with missing assets and shit. And defective good copies if your disc's dirty or it doesn't read right. I don't think it's gonna get that glitchy. I literally got the game to load it loaded up the Twinkle Park area with no doors, so I couldn't leave. I couldn't actually leave. And the inside of the doors were all red and yellow, like they were all the wrong colors. Like the hallways were all different colors, and I couldn't leave any hallway. All three, the Twinkle Park hallway didn't work, Twinkle Circuit didn't work, and the exit to Station Square City, yeah, it didn't work. I couldn't go anywhere. I had to go quit game and come back. Get this, I went back in. I did not clean the disc. I didn't clean it. I just went back to the main menu, went back to the same spot I was, and it loaded properly. Yeah, those discs are bad. They can just randomly just read wrong on their own and do weird things like that. So, they're fun copies. I'll be playing it again at some point, and yeah. But good copies, you can glitch good copies though. Like if the discs are dirty, it's a lot harder though. Okay, not a lot harder, but you won't find like really cool. I don't think the Tales of Emerald Coast all Tales of audio is going to happen. I don't think you're going to get something like that to happen. That's pretty messed up though. I want to talk about this a little bit because I've been researching that. So I should make a video not on its own, but you know what? It's fine. I don't want to fulfill that as a separate video. I just want to talk about this today, alongside this glitch to Madagascar 2. But yeah, I will play it again, and I will hopefully try to find those glitches again at some point. But yeah, my channel is a glitch channel. It's occasional Let's Play channel or commentary about my videos and also modding. I do a couple things on my channel to keep it. I keep my channel open. I like to do different things to keep it not from being stale. So I just don't want to get in case people, if I do the same content all the time, I'm afraid I'll get people bored. I don't think so, but I don't like to watch the same videos over and over again. That's why I hate YouTube Shorts when they keep showing the same videos. I put this in a blender and I put chocolate in a blender. It's like the same content over and over again. I do have a YouTube rant video coming out soon though. I do have a rant video for YouTube, by the way. I told you guys I was going to come up with that. I've not made it yet, but I will eventually release a YouTube rant video. I do appreciate all the subscribers. I do appreciate you guys watching my videos. I hope you guys enjoyed the content I do put on because I like to go back and forth between things because it keeps me high. I can't do the same videos all the time. I gotta do different things. So I hope you do understand that. But I do appreciate all the people that like my content, like all my different content. Like I said, I like modding, I like glitching, I like different things. Yeah, so but I like doing all kinds of things on my channel. I just hope it pulls in more people. I don't know. I hope I get more people watching some certain content when it comes to modding and certain things because I mod. I get the fan base. I just don't know why. I don't know why some people that mod get more viewers than me. It's like I'm doing the exact same thing. I have no idea why this happens. It's like the numbers are still. I'm okay with my fans. My fans like my videos. at least I have people that actually appreciate what I do, which I appreciate that. I just don't understand why some people do the same stuff I do, and they get like flipping 40 likes or 15 likes plus 10 to 15 comments. Like, I'm doing similar stuff. I'm doing the same stuff too. My own creative things too. I don't know why I'm not getting the people seeing my videos. Like, I pull in some people. You guys see my videos, but I'm not getting the other people that watch the modding too. Like, I don't know if anybody else in the BFB modding community see my videos other than there's a few people that come across my videos that are from that mod. Well, I don't know if Koopa Liminar's seen my videos. I don't know if any other people have seen my videos. They mod games too. I don't know if they've seen my videos because I watch their channels. I like their videos. I don't know if they've seen my videos, but I like seeing their mods. They make good creative things. I just get really irritated with YouTube these days when my videos don't get pulled out to more people. And I think I do a good job of what I do. I think I do a good job of what I do. So I don't know why it doesn't get flown out to more people, or more people don't see my videos. Like, when I talk well, I explain things, I help people with things. I don't know why. I get really burned out of this happening. It just gets really annoying for me when I put so much effort into a video and it doesn't go past like a certain number of things. It's like, but on the other hand, at least my fan base that likes my content and appreciates what I do, at least you guys see my videos and watch it, and you guys sometimes engage in chat. I love seeing that. I don't do YouTube just to do YouTube. I like building a fan base and stuff. It's just fun to connect with people that share your interests, that share stuff you like. That's what I do this stuff. I don't do this stuff for myself. I do this stuff to engage with, to share interests with other people that like the things I like. Because we live in a society where most people that like stuff you like don't live in the same place as you. I hate that. Where I live, nobody mods. I'm not kidding you. My friends don't even know how to mod. They don't do that. They don't do that stuff themselves. The only people I can talk to modding, engage with modding, are people on the computer that I talk to. The people where I live don't know anything about it. I hate this about the way we live these days. Like, there's people you connect more people on the computer you don't even know than you do with people in your own flipping community, your own like neighborhoods, bro. It's really frustrating sometimes. That's why I love chatting to people about this kind of stuff, because you guys share my interests and stuff. It's very interesting to hear and like all that stuff, like feedback, everything like that. And I'm working on more mods for movie game. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna be testing out something very soon. By the way, we're not gonna see it. It's gonna have to put it together. But there's something very interesting. I'm gonna test some more stuff. So I just thought of an idea. I'm gonna try something. It's more BFBB moving to movie game. I'm trying to mess with. Yeah, I'm gonna work more on that mod again. Moving stuff from BFBB to the movie game. And yeah, I thought of. I don't know why I didn't think of this. Yeah, I have another idea for this. I want to show you. I want to mess with. And this stuff you do see that I do mess with isn't just for looks. I will release this stuff for you. This stuff will come out. I just have to get this stuff done. And I'm a very passionate, very patient person. I don't just fold mods together and release them in like early. No, I'm gonna release it like in 1.1. I'm not gonna release a beta. I'm gonna release it as it's finished. If there's bugs and kinks with it, then there's bugs and kinks with it. People can let me know, and I'll try my best to fix them. But I will release like the game in 1.1. I'm not gonna release it when it's on like. I'm not gonna release an early build. I'm gonna release it when it's finished. I might give you a 1.0. I'll give you an early version if you want to see it maybe. But if I want to put it on there, but I'm not releasing it in an early version. I'm gonna try my best to get the game like pretty much the mod. I mean, I'm one person working this shit. I say shit like I hate this stuff. I love modding, but I'm only one person working in this stuff. Nobody else. Like, I don't have multiple people that help me with this, so I'm the only one doing these mods. So yeah, so it takes me a long time to do this. So, but there will be kinks with it. There will be issues with it because, especially my BFB Spike Lake mod, because that's my first mod that I'm working on. That's gonna be a lot more, have a little bit quirks here and there, because it's my very first mod I ever started. My very first ambitious mod I started working on. So other mods are going to be a little bit more like, but yeah, I still you're hopefully enjoy it when it comes out, because it's a custom map and everything for BFBB. SpongeBob has to rescue his friends from sinking boats, and you have to go on this new custom map called Spike Lake, and you have to explore and there's things to do. Squidward is your mission-given character NPC, and you have to go out and rescue Mr. Krabs, Gary, and a bunch of the other characters. And there's not that's the main mission, but there's also missions. There's a carnival. There's decorations. There's some fish that I have in it. There's a few things there that I have in that level. So it's pretty big, and it's also got 2 sub mini games. It's got like a platforming stage and a tiki smash challenge. You have to smash like a freaking 300 tikis in a time limit. Oh, I think it was supposed to be 300, but something 330 tikis, but I overdid it. So it was, I think it's 130 tikis or around 200. So I don't remember, but there's a lot of tikis. You guys have seen the video on it. I made a video on it like a couple years ago, showing a bit of my mod for a teaser. And yes, if you haven't guessed that, I'm not working on it in a while because I've been working on it so much, I got tired of it. So I will eventually get back into working on that. I got interested in working on other mods when I learned how to do the Scooby-Doo stuff, thanks to Robust's archive, making a tutorial on how to move Scooby-Doo stuff to the Bikini Bottom in movie game, which I didn't know how to do. So I got more interested in doing that stuff, because honestly, I really like doing that stuff more. Moving things from the ever games or things and just messing. Yeah, that's really interesting for me. I love getting that stuff to work. So I got off that, started focusing more on that stuff, and my Spike Lake mod got put on hold. But I think this summer will be when I release it. That's my goal, to get it released for the summer. But you do know that may not happen, but that's my goal. I'm sure it'll be done by then, because I'm going to work on it around the spring break, around March break, or I'm going to start working on it around there. A little bit here and there, because it's basically done. It's just I have to fix a lot of bugs, because that's when I didn't know about a lot of like flags, getting things to turn off. Like, so when you beat a mission, it doesn't ask you to replay. There's a lot of things, like simple things like that I didn't know about. When you do like the timers, they don't. If you mod BFBB and know about it, you know what I mean. Where you complete a mission. And let's say you have to collect 5 pieces of artwork for a character. Let's say you die. All the artwork doesn't come back, but the artwork goes back to 0, so you can't. Have to collect. So you can't collect all 5 of them because you only have 3 left out of 5, so it gets bugged out. See. There's a lot of things I have to fix like that. I learned how to fix those flags and how to fix. It's set persistent. Yeah, that thing. That effing thing I forgot to turn on. So I had to turn that on. Set persistent. That's the thing you have to mess with. For the things don't replay when they're not supposed to, and a few other things I have to fix. Like there's some broken there's a lot of things that I have to fix. So that's a lot of and there's a lot of things I have to fix. Well, not a lot, but a couple of things, because I didn't know a lot at the time. So, but yeah, there's a lot of shit I have to do. And then once I get it released, once it's done, I'll release it on my computer, or I'll release it on the website, or I'll just get on my Google Drive. I'll just put it. I'll make a YouTube video saying it's complete, and you can download my YouTube video description through Google Drive or something. I don't know. I've never put YouTube. I have never released anything for people, so I gotta learn how to. I gotta figure that out. No, seriously, I have not released anything to public. I have not released any mods to anyone. So the first time doing this, so I gotta do that, and then I can release the mods, and you hopefully will enjoy playing them as much as I enjoyed making them. Because I put a lot of time and effort into it, and I hope people enjoy it. I hope I can entertain some people with this, and I hope it's fun. Because I've been doing this stuff for so damn long, and I really hope it does well. But, yeah, modding is a lot of work. Even though BFB in the modding tool Industrial Park is very useful and good to use, it's when you import a lot of stuff from different parts of the game, it takes a lot of time. That's the worst thing for me. Importing shit from one level to another. I love making my own enemy challenges, open gates, so press all these buttons to make this happen. I love setting up my challenges and scripts. I love that part of modding. I do not like moving things from one level to another, because sometimes one thing might take, you think it might take 3 or 4 things, it will take like 5 to 15 different assets to get the one little thing to work. Yeah, and since it's all one level, yes, it's all one level. you need text, but it's all over the level. It's like this button, you need this timer, you need this. You need to make sure you have everything for that thing to run properly. And sometimes you end up missing one thing, and you have to figure out what you missed, and then you will eventually figure it out. But it has happened to me before, where I'll grab everything, and I'll just miss one little thing, like, oh, I need that thing, okay, shit. But you get what I mean. I'm sure you can relate to that when you have to move like 40 different things for one thing. That seems like 40 things. Well, sometimes it is. The Gula Goon, like, the Gula Goon, there's something from Gula Goon I had to move over. The cannons, or not cannons, there's something else. I don't know what it was. The beef towels. They need a lot of timers and a lot of things for those. Shit. But, and things for Pineapple, like, the neighborhood, like the timers to make the green hovering platforms. You need the hovering platforms, you need the move points, you need the button to make this happen, the timer to make this happen. Because one thing needs this, one thing needs this, one thing needs this. This button, the red button needs the timer for the button. When you press the button, it runs the timer. You need something for the timer. Needs stuff for it for things. The timer would need like things that make. When you press, I can't speak today. It's hard. I'm trying to explain something on top of my head. Like when you press the button, it needs something to run. Well, it needs the timers. The timers need things to run the platform. It may need so when the timer ends, it tells the platform to move or give the bubble popping effects or blah blah. It needs the sound effects for that. It needs, you get what I mean. It needs a few things. What happens when the timer ends? It makes the thing disappear. You need, that's basic though. Place invisible offer, like things like that. But you get what I mean though. One thing could take like sometimes 10 to 15 things. So it's like, by the time I get everything done, it's like, okay, I need a break for a bit. I need a break now. So yeah, like that's the only thing about modding the games that I dread. I love doing it. Actually, cause I'm better at it now. I know what stuff I need. I know more stuff about it now. Like, because a lot of the things you can just click. It's pretty. Dusty Park is really easy to use because you can just click on empty assets. When you click, you go to links and you look for a bunch of numbers and jumbled mess. And when you click copy, you click find, it will find what you need. So you can move it over. So yeah, you can. A lot of the find method does help you find things if you don't know what you need. That is very helpful because you just highlight what's missing and you see a bunch of jumbled text because it's a missing asset, and you just copy the text, paste it in find in Industrial Park hip and hop file. Your hip or your hop enter, and you can find what you need, and you can move it over. And once you have everything, then you can test it and make sure it all works properly. If it works properly, you're golden. And I love moving things from one game to another. Yeah, you can take stuff from BFBB, if you didn't know, fun fact for you, and move it to movie game. You do have to change the versions of the models and textures. Some textures and models, some models actually are the right version, some aren't. Yeah, it's not all the models are back. Not all the models don't work. Some of them are correct. Miss Puff is compatible because she's 5.00 or something. Yeah, version 5. Yeah, she's actually the correct model name. For so you can move it right to movie game, but there's other characters that are the incorrect. Like, anything below 4 point something, or it's not compatible with movie game, so you have to make it compatible. Luckily, Industrial Park's updated come so far that you can now change the model and texture versions. I don't know if that's made by Igor C. Bus for this new version, because you go on the website of Industrial Park, the 2025 build isn't even on their site. What the hell? Is that made by Igor, or is that made by someone else? Yeah, because Industrial Park, the new version isn't even on their official site. I only knew about the new version thanks to a modder that mods movie game. I watched a lot, and I'm just grabbed. Yeah, he made a video, a movie game monitor, and I watched it, and he left a link to a new Industrial Park. Like, oh, here's a new version. Yeah, thanks for that. I didn't know flipping the new version here. Awesome. Yeah, if you go to their actual Industrial Park website, it's not on there. The 2025 build is not even on there. Is it made by Igor C++, or is it made by? It's like a fork and made by somebody else. Fork or not, it's a good update because it supports textures and model changes. So I'm good. I'm all for it, and it also fixes a lot of the PS2 bugs. So it's good. It's very cool. Anyway, thanks for watching. I make a little update on my channel, so I discuss some stuff. So modding is going to be, yeah, I have a lot of things I do on my channel. Things you don't see for a while. Like if people want hit-and-run content, yeah, hit-and-run content's still going to come back, and that's been a long time. Holy shit. That's why I did that on purpose, because I played it so damn much. So going back to it is gonna be a lot of fun now, because I haven't played it in a while. So it's gonna be fun to mod it and just play mods and make my own. Because I do mod hit-and-run too. So I love modding BFBB, the SpongeBob movie game, and the Simpsons hit-and-run PC. Those are the free games I mess with. So you will see videos of those free games when I mod. Those are the free games I usually mess with. Scooby-Doo would be one of them. I like Scooby-Doo Never Had a Fights too. I just can't mod it very well because he doesn't let me even mod. It's a very buggy game. I don't know how to mess with that game because you can't move. Scooby-Doo, you can't move. I don't know how to mess with Scooby-Doo. Somebody might want to make a tutorial on how to do basic level modding with Scooby-Doo. If I can learn how to do a basic for Scooby-Doo won't freeze in place, I can actually walk around my level. If somebody knows how to do that and you want to make a tutorial on it, I would love to watch it because I don't know how to mod Scooby right now. So that'd be much appreciated. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day or night. Peace.